Yes, yes, yes. Testing one, two, three. Woody patting sick over. Not too much chatting, just as I go on pan the yard scene.
Welcome back. It's now time for your lunchtime sports. Now, 11 of Jamaica's track and field athletes have arrived in Paris, France, ahead of the July 26 to August 11 Olympic Games and are now in the athletes' village. The athletes arrived on a Tuesday morning. Two-time Olympic 100-meter champion Shelly Fraser-Pryce is also expected to arrive today, along with other members of Jamaica's delegation. The majority of the nation's athletes are expected to arrive on Thursday, following the completion of a training camp for track and field athletes in Stuttgart, Germany. The hierarchy of the Jamaica Athletics Administrative Association, J3As, is also expected to have a meeting today to discuss several matters. Meanwhile, veteran sprinter Shelly Fraser-Pryce and diver Yona Knight Wisdom will be Jamaica's captains for the 33rd Olympiad, which gets going on Friday in Paris. 37-year-old Fraser-Pryce, who will be at her 5th Olympic Games, is aiming for her 3rd 100-meter title following success in 2008 and 2012. Fraser-Pryce has 8 Olympic medals. Knight Wisdom.
One of the things shall go in. Getting our comments.
Who announced that he will be retiring after the Games, will be at his 3rd Olympics. 29-year-old Knight Wisdom, who is based in England, is looking for a first final appearance in the 3-meter springboard event. Meanwhile, triple jumper Shanika Ricketts and swimmer Josh Curlew will be Jamaica's female and male flag bearers. Ricketts will be at her 3rd Olympic Games after appearances in Rio 2016 and Tokyo, Japan in 2021. The 32-year-old was a 4th place finisher in Tokyo with 14.84 meters. Now, Curlew will be at his first Olympic Games and qualified through the universality clause as the highest-ranked Jamaican swimmer. The England-based Curlew, who qualifies as Jamaican through his mother, will contest the 100-meter butterfly.
Male and female representation in whether it be team captains or the flag speaks for itself.
175 to win their opening match of the regional 50 over competition against the Guyanas under 19s at the Honorsville ground in St. Vincent. The young Jamaicans were yet to begin their reply at sports time. Now, earlier, Guyanas under 19s were dismissed for 174 of 49.5 overs.
Surprising to me how much sports there in Jamaica, much sports Jamaica big in the country in a situation we're doing. But all of that will be broken down in the future.
Rampatab Ramnot top scored with 45, while Thaddeus Lavelle made 23, and West Indies youth representative Isaiah Thorne 21. Adele Samuels took 4 for 19, and Tamari Redwood 3 for 31 for Jamaica. The young Jamaicans are defending champions. They, however, lost their red ball title to Barbados over the weekend. And that's where we pull up stumps for now, and I am Jermaine Brown. Shamela, back to you.
Thank you, Jermaine. And that's the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pullen. Join us at 7 for primetime.
Jermaine Brown. Health alert issues in St. Anne's re-exploit meat and milk, unbearable heat and mosquitoes. Okay. Appeals for JPS to do more to protect customers in hard-hit areas. St. Mary resident protest lack of electricity. NHD look to recoup 6.7 billion with amnesty for MSMSES and charitable organization. Just reading the headlines, they sound like pure corruption. Nelson Thoreau's Olympic status up in the air. Chef the mission says village is ready. First the mission. The West Indies lost another test series. What's new? The story of how a school became a village for Cuban migrants. Yeah. Hopefully they can change the narrative of some of those racist Cubans. Jamaica under 26. Okay. Security breach sparked disruption of sanctions international airport. Light plight. More protests for electricity. PMP help. NWFC with generators. I mean, Jamaica, one of them places there where green energy would not make sense. When them try pushing the US, it really work for the US, but Jamaica, yeah. Good see you. Self-sufficient current. Solar, windmill. We have much sea ecosystem fee. Windmill fuck up, I don't know. Let's watch something. Let me see what the Jamaica talent like now in the music. Rising star. Decades been here. One of them things. Yeah.
I know every man cheats, but of all the girls in the world, why such an ugly girl?
Without the dance hall, when we would I do reggae music call? You must answer to jump up, move up. When you feel sweet reggae music, I go take it to them. Oh, let your moon come shining in.
That shit before was trash.
To our lives again.
Oh, no, yeah. You don't love me, and I know now. Won't you come over loud so I can show you love? Promise I got enough to give you all that you need, baby.
See, I don't mind when you say that you're going away. I just don't wanna be lonely. You work every day in the streets and every day end with nights like these. When a holiday, just on the beach, white t-shirt and a cut of jeans. I mean, I need no sleep.
What's my number? Right now, someone has my number. I'm on top 54. I can feel good, girl. I'm so.
Rasta, I only want to sound too bad so far. Or your woman will perceive as Rasta.
Right now, someone has my number. I'm on top 54. I can feel good, girl. I'm so bad. Gotta be a lady. Give it to you sexy.
Right now.
White t-shirt and a cut of jeans. I mean, I need no sleep.
What's my number? Right now, someone has my number. I'm on top 54. I can feel good, girl. I'm so bad. Gotta be a lady. Give it to you sexy.
Lady in a dress like this.
Oh, yeah, swear. Security come in and mess you with my head.
Garbage. Jamaica talent. Not impressing. Talent on the decline. Let's rewind. I wish I could find 10 years ago for match talent from 10, 50 years ago. Who leads JLP in latest polls? Who will win? Jamaica, hot topics, okay. Digital Rising Star. Funniest moments 2020. Alright, what else is there to look at? Do a few more minutes. Nelson throws Olympic statue up in the air. Chef de Mission. I'll read that already. See what's up with the airport.
To local news now, a security breach at the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James, just after midday Sunday, led to delays in several flights and the processing of passengers. Transport Minister Darrell Vaz says 2 foreigners were detained in relation to the incident. Dwayne Anderson has the details.
The customary lines at the Sangster International greeted us when we visited the airport on Sunday afternoon, an indication that things were operating as normal. But earlier, there was panic among some due to what the Transport Minister described as a security breach.
And there was panic among some, and the security breach.
I can confirm that approximately 1 p.m. today at the Sangster International Airport, there was a security breach in which...
I fucking sound like the algorithm, like when we speed up with shit. Like him no need no speed up, listen to it.
Panic among some due to what the Transport Minister described as a security breach.
So I can confirm that approximately 1 p.m. today at the Sangster International Airport, there was a security breach in which...
Yo, motherfucker, why there so much killing, too much accident on the roads of Jamaica? Mr. Transport Minister, what the fuck you gonna do about that? I'm responsible for your roads. Don't remember how Jamaica branches of government set up, you know. Well, we get into that.
An item which has now been identified as a lighter, but a lighter in the form of a gun, was found after going through the sterile area. This caused, obviously, the emergency procedures and protocols to be evoked immediately. And it lasted for about 1 hour and 40 minutes, obviously causing disruption to departing flights and to some extent incoming flights.
Early stages yet into the investigation, but progress has already been made.
There have been 2 people that have been detained in relation to the incident. They happen to be tourists that are leaving the country. So it is surmised that the possibility of this lighter gun would have come in to Jamaica. Which
I mean, they kind of have it past speed up, so one boy never really attacks so fast.
is another area of concern because it will be coming from another jurisdiction into Jamaica.
The Transport Minister said while the protocols worked after the discovery was made, the initial breach points to a need for improvements.
Thankfully, within an hour...
Points to a need for improvements.
Thankfully, within an hour and a half, we were able to return to normality after identifying both the passengers and the item in question. So what does this do? This makes me obviously...
I thought this shit had something to do with the outage where was facing in the US of A.
Want to and review, allow for it to get through the sterile area, the screening area. We can strengthen that.
Dwayne Anderson.
This is about fucking
not delaying passengers, but a lighter in the form of a gun was found after going through the sterile area. This caused, obviously, the emergency procedures and protocols to be evoked immediately. And it lasted for about 1 hour and 40 minutes, obviously causing disruption to departing flights and to some extent incoming flights.
I fucking run this into experience like a big deal. Stephen Francis say Jamaica's medal situation at the Olympic is hopeful. Woodman 876 business. Okay, well I'm gonna turn on the AC. Okay. Okay, so when I filter through what I say go. Unless I change the mic to that filter mic. And we're gonna play this in the meantime. Late night yard talk. Testing 1-3. Jamaica's mining and quarry industry group. Where the fuck they're digging up now?
Good evening and welcome to the Financial Week. I'm Javon Keys. Let's start off with the foreign exchange market. Trading ended today with banks and cambios selling the American dollar for an average $156.99. The Canadian is going for $123.49. $208.66 is the average value of the pound, while the euro is going for 170. Stock market. Among the 35 winners were JMMB Group 8.5% US dollar shares, Mayberry Group, Jamaica Public Service 7% shares, Edufocal and Jamaica Stock Exchange. The 43 losers included T-Tech, JFP, Medical Disposables and Supplies, Cargo Handlers 24. The Statistical Institute of Jamaica 7% in the first quarter of 2024. The Statistical Institute of Jamaica Statin says this was mainly due to an increase in alumina and bauxite production. The alumina production
but the light them can't turn on back, eh?
sector in particular in the first 3 months of the year saw a total of 392,835 tons being produced. That was up from 307,393 tons in the similar period in 2023. Crude bauxite volumes increased by 4.6% to 447,504 tons for January to March. Statin says this increased output also saw higher export volumes of both products. Alumina exports grew by 32%.
Okay, my name is Mash up Ilan, yo. Damn, shit crazy. Fucking up the whole ecosystem. When there's so much other things can make money from. We have these conversations.
To 352,134 tons, while crude bauxite exports rose by 7.4% to 478,298 tons. And that is it for the Financial Week. I'm Javon Keys.
Some fucked up shit, Javon Keys. Driving up and down and on TikTok every day, come do something. St. Thomas resident.
And our bite of the week comes from a Springside St. Thomas resident. He was lamenting a stormwater drain that has seemingly been abandoned by the authorities. Here's our bite of the week.
The representatives what we have, they need to do better, they can do better. You know, drive up and down and on TikTok every day and do nothing. Come do something, make people see say you do something. You understand? Every day they on TikTok a post or on social media post. Come post them work here. Make me see say you work.
Fuck this nigga talking about. What men look for in potential partners. See, on the Jamaican station, them walk. Not men, what men look for in a husband or wife, the partners. So you spot the programming, my friends. Talking to the World Wide Web. Whew. coping with catastrophic, the importance of mental health support in disaster relief. Jamaican got mental health out now too. Okay, I guess monkey see, monkey follow. That's what you feel? Talking about Jamaica, sweet Jamaica, me nah left ya. Now it done fucked up Jamaica, me have to run away. Fucked up Jamaica, me can't stay there. Chilean Fraser Price headlines Jamaicans for meet in Switzerland. The fight against human trafficking, Haitian victim in Jamaica. I feel like a lot of we have a duty to Jamaica, you know. Only the people can turn it around. One little place rich in so much culture but so negative on the next. And one just outshine the other. Clarendon residents struggle to rebuild JDF dart team. Oh fuck, why the fuck JDF have to play a dart? There's so much fucking crime out there. You have time for games, my nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? Should be showing them tactical ways to go down in these fucking garrison ghettos, man. Show fucking dart. Shit is a joke. But I'm hear this shit.
Welcome back to Primetime News. The Jamaica Defense Forces DART is now stationed in Clarendon to help residents rebuild. Prime Minister Andrew Holness toured the area for a second time since the passage of the Category 4 hurricane. Like St. Elizabeth and Manchester.
Oh, dart servicing is about to go in, like niggas playing dart and shit. My bad. Yes, sir. See that.
Clarendon felt the full brunt of Hurricane Beryl's fury. Scores of residents in Rocky Point, Mitchelltown, Portland Cottage and Lioneltown and other areas in Clarendon are still struggling to get back on their feet. However,
fuck is a dart team? No, in the description, like anybody asking to come in. Oh, let me see if Google can translate part one. Okay.
For news came Saturday that the Jamaica Defense Force Disaster Assistance Response Team, DART, will be stationed in the area to help the residents rebuild.
As I indicated before the arrival of Hurricane burial that JDF will be participating in the recovery effort. And so the DART is here. It also will operate in South Manchester and St. Elizabeth. But the Jamaica Defence Force has been operating from 2 days before the hurricane across the island. And so we continue to support the recovery effort in all the spaces that require. We fall in under the directives and guidance of the Office of Disaster Preparedness. And the DART team is essentially here to scale whatever the response is and where it is required so that persons can get relief as soon as possible.
Labour Minister Pernell Charles Jr. says the assistance from the JDF is critical at this time. He says that the Labour Ministry will continue its assessment and provide care packages for residents displaced.
The social workers have been out every day taking assessments, which include us also providing support in terms of mattresses, food packages, tarpaulins, and other items to those residents that have been impacted. We also focus our attention on the shelters where JDF gives us support in terms of safety there to ensure that particularly shelters like Rocky Point that is still active and evolving in terms of persons we find going back to the shelters for one reason or the other, that those shelters are safe spaces.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Andrew Holness says while he understands the cry of residents in other affected areas, he's asking for patience and understanding. He assured that those in need will get help.
The frustration is still there. Persons are frustrated about their water, they are frustrated about their electricity, and we are working double time to restore that. I know some areas in St. Elizabeth have got back electricity. I've gotten a few calls to say thank you, we have got back our electricity, but not enough. And so I'm not here saying that the problem is solved, but I'm here saying that the problem is being worked on and we're seeing results.
And
Cop get in a police station. Got to program this mic. My website looks up. Damn, they can't spend like money on the website. Shit look official. Where people get them Jamaica news now from social media. Yeah, call it a night, yeah. Just wanted to test this, test. Got you.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. It's time to move on. That appeal this evening to local farmers to start replanting crops following losses sustained during Hurricane Beryl. The call comes from the Jamaica Agricultural Society, JAS. Details in this report.
The Agriculture Ministry has announced.
Motherfucker, you provide the people, make sure you provide the people them with things boy you urge them, like you put money in pocket. You better be have some program around some farming seed or whatever it is. Fuck you mean?
Announced a multi-million-dollar assistance initiative for farmers affected by Hurricane Beryl. But with dozens of farmers yet to calculate their losses and others still...
Can't do this every night, you know, and get serious with it early every day. I mean, they had chat with 30 minutes already. And I have a lot of topics to run down. Some of them are going to shake up the place. Just need to do the videos first, then may do a live on some of them videos. Yeah, that may do.
Still struggling to come to terms with the grim reality. There's uncertainty around the timeline for which the sector is likely to return to normalcy. For President-elect of the Jamaica Agricultural Society, Owen Dobson, he hopes that will be before the Christmas holidays. But for that to happen, replanting must begin now.
If we get the kind of help as farmers that we need.
See, me even watch the video, I know him and the man either. But if I want to stone, if you start putting on food, the emergency. If I want to get the money, I'm going to rum it out, pussy it out, whatever it is. When I need to start set aside the disaster money. And if I want to stress out people and for to wait till me start chat on him, like, pause. Touch a lot of feelings.
Need, then I believe in a short while before Christmas, we'll be having things back in the ground, because I'm really looking at we putting in a lot of short crops that can come very quickly to assist.
Mr. Dobson says he fears that if reproduction doesn't begin soon, the sector will be forced to import more goods, a move he says he doesn't wish to see.
I'm looking and hoping that we don't sit back, that we have to do a lot of importation. Because if we do a lot of importation, it's not going to do good for us. Because our importation rate at this time is very high already.
But with infrastructure damage across St. Elizabeth amounting to millions, one farming business says before replanting can begin, repairs to key infrastructure must be done.
We just want back the infrastructure back in place that we can start farming. I'm sure we will get, yesterday there was an announcement by the Minister of Agriculture. There will be some assistance for the agricultural sector with variant inputs, and I think that's it, what we really need to start all over again. And what we really need is a meaningful agricultural insurance.
Until then, it's left to be seen how quickly the sector will be able to bounce back in light of other pressing matters facing farmers.
This campaign is not only targeting their economic livelihood, we're ensuring that it's comprehensive, so their material needs. We're approaching the back to school time, so the book list, all the education materials, we're here to ensure that the approach is holistic.
Amoy Harriet, TVJ News.
The People's.
Protest. I'm here, I'll go on with the help side. I found on them to motherfucker too, you know.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Bizarre. Prime Minister weighs in on police officer's death. Power outage prompts food safety concerns in St. Anne. And later in sports, Fraser Price and Knight Wisdom named captains of Jamaica Olympic team. Thank you for joining us. I'm Shamela Pullen. Here are the details. Bizarre. That's how Prime Minister Andrew Holness describes the circumstances which led to the death of a detective and an inmate at the Halfway Tree Police Station in St. Andrew Monday afternoon. Mr. Holness was speaking a short while ago at the contract signing of the St. Catherine North Police Headquarters.
My deep and sincere condolences to the officer who lost his life in a really bizarre incident at the Halfway Tree police station.
Meanwhile, Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake says the St. Catherine North Police Headquarters project will cost some $2.2 billion.
Represents a substantial investment in the safety and security of our community. I'm aware that the necessary pre-construction activities have been completed, hence this contract signing ceremony, and it therefore gives me confidence that the project will be executed according to plan and within the expected time frame. And this project is a vital part of the government's Project Rock initiative launched 6 years ago.
Health officials in St. Anne are urging residents to exercise extreme caution when consuming meat products and dairy products. This is due to ongoing power outages in the wake of Hurricane Beryl. It's been over 2 weeks since the passage of Hurricane Beryl, and hundreds of Jamaicans remain without power. This has affected the ability of food establishments to store perishable items safely. Chief Public Health Inspector for St. Anne, Leroy Scott, warned that they lack the necessary...
All right, fuck all of this.